A former police officer in Luzerne County pleaded guilty to corruption of minors just as his trial was about to start. David Turcos of DuPont entered that plea today. Back in 2015, Turcos was charged with child sex charges for allegedly raping 2 boys. Court papers show at the time the former police officer would beat them, threaten them with his gun, and handcuff them.
Pennsylvania police officer raped same boy his father abused. A former Pennsylvania police officer will be sentenced this week after accepting a plea deal in a child rape case 3 years after his father was sentenced for abusing one of the same boys. David Turcos pleaded guilty last month to misdemeanor charges after investigators accused him of violently raping 2 brothers over a 7-year period, beginning in 2001, reported the Citizen's Voice. The 44-year-old Turcos, a former DuPont police officer, threatened to hurt their mother and pets or take away their toys if they revealed the abuse. One of the boys told police that Turcos choked him and used zip ties to restrain him during the abuse, and investigators said the former police officer held a hand over his mouth to muffle his screams. "I hope you die, you're a piece of crap," Turcos told one of the boys, according to police. The older boy testified during an April 2016 hearing that Turcos frequently pointed his gun at the brothers to frighten them, sometimes while on duty. Turcos, who has a criminal record dating back to 2008, agreed to plead guilty in June to misdemeanor corruption of minors charges after prosecutors agreed to withdraw 2 other charges, involuntary sexual intercourse with a child and indecent assault of a person under 13. The 2 misdemeanor charges each carry a possible 5-year prison term. He remains free on $50,000 bond until his sentencing on Tuesday. Joseph Turcos, the former officer's father, also admitted to a misdemeanor count of corruption of minors in August 2014 after he was charged with sexually assaulting one of the same boys. The elder Turcos was sentenced to 3 months to 5 years in state prison. The abuse came to light after an older sibling saw the older boy perform a sex act on his brother, who was 9. David Turcos pleaded guilty to the same misdemeanor charge and was sentenced to 6 to 12 months in county jail in 2010 after he was accused of masturbating in front of 3 boys. He was previously sentenced to 6 months of probation in 2008 for assaulting his stepson and ex-wife, whose arm was broken in the attack. "You can't do anything, I am the law," Turcos told the woman, according to court documents. His ex-wife filed a federal lawsuit accusing DuPont police of failing to properly investigate her claims that Turcos was violating a restraining order by repeatedly driving past her home. Borough police instead charged the woman in 2012 with filing false reports, although a district judge later dismissed those charges. Her lawsuit was dismissed earlier this year.
Hey Sheriff, we have a question about why your office, your intelligence division, is investigating private citizens for criminal investigation that happen to be activists that are overseeing your department. Why would you have your intelligence division investigate private citizens? We have done Sir, we don't hate anyone. We love freedom and we love American people. And government is out of control. That's why you're seeing such a revolt nationwide. Why can't you just answer, why is Susan Edwards, your intelligence division, investigating private citizens? This should not happen.
Are you here to apply for a job?
Possibly I might be applying for a job, but that's irrelevant to my question. Why would you ask that question?
Well, enjoy the fair.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Excuse you?
Excuse me, sir.
So those of you that haven't
Wow.
been on a bike before, we're
Sheriff's
just
getting a little too pushy. You work for us, Sheriff. Just keep that in mind. At one time we respected you, but not with that type of attitude.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County COPWATCH with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, you know, at least I can do it, you know, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.